Hello, this is the 2K Universe. Well, according to Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Currently, I am sitting in my dorm. I am a freshman in college who definitely has a lot of free time on his hands, more than he was expecting. So I definitely think this will work out because I'll have hopefully do its due diligence and do it justice of what I was expecting and hoping to get out of the league or just the whole 2KU in general. Honestly, I do expect big things. I think things to go maybe not so smooth to begin with, but I think definitely after a while I'll figure out the process and the way things should go. Hopefully as soon as I start, everything will go with flying colors, but I'm also pretty realistic as well, as I know there might be a few things we got to work out in the beginning, and I know that I actually have a pretty good following, better than I was expecting this early. Definitely, because I got probably about 50 people that or maybe a little less than that so far that are comment, show a lot of interaction. So that definitely is a lot more than I was expecting, especially since all I did was just advertise on Instagram comment sections and YouTube comment sections. But so let me get into the first question of the Q&A. There's only 5 questions that I could truly answer. So first question is, how will you pick a star? That is a great question because I don't have a real answer. I have pre-made stars, or at least players that I know I'm going to add and make that are going to be, your superstar or your stars. But besides that, in the creation process, I think there'll just be some things that I just randomly decide, making say, I'm like, yo, this guy, I feel like this guy should be really good. So he gets, the good rating and overall and whatnot. But I'm going to try to disclose the overalls and rating as much as possible. I do not want you guys to know the ratings, because I feel like if you guys know the ratings, then you can bicker and you can complain. Because you want your guy to be higher, which I totally understand. You want your player to be the best. That makes sense. I will not hold anyone against them wanting their player to be better. But so if I disclose the ratings as much as possible, that would probably negate that. Now, clearly, if your dude wasn't playing or wasn't performing well when he did play, you would know. But, it's just, I think it'd be definitely the smarter route. And, of course, I think I don't know if I'll be able to get out of that. I think there will definitely be ways that you guys see, just because it's such a pivotal part, especially, when you're going into a game. It shows the overalls of the players. So, that's... I miss the old 2K where it showed your overall, your defense and your offense compared to the rest of the league, first overall team. I think that would definitely make this a little easier, because I just know it's going to happen. So I'm trying to get ready for that. But picking a star, that will be definitely something very random that will come about as I'm making players. I can make a star. I'm like, yo, I don't want that guy to be a star. I can go back and change. It's gonna be randomized. I really can't tell you who and who's not gonna be a star. Definitely some of your guys' backstories. I think backstories will definitely help with creating stars, but at the same time, not every person that made a backstory can be a star, and I don't want just only those people to be stars too. So we'll have to see how that works out. I definitely. It's not going to be overloaded with too many stars. I want, the best of the best to stand out, and you be so you know who the stars are. I don't want there to be, 30, and it's hard to keep up with all of them. So, but we'll find out. That question is definitely going to have, what's the word I'm looking for? That question is definitely going to have, I can't think of the word. I don't know what I'm trying to go with that, but that question will be determined at a later date. I really can't tell you, so we'll just move on to the next question. Will you be simulating and showing stats and whatnot? I will definitely be simulating. I will definitely try to show as much stats as possible. I will probably just screenshot from my PS4 the stats of the games, league leaders, all that good stuff. I definitely also plan on making a website that will hopefully help coordinate all the information better. I have a spreadsheet currently, and I'm debating whether to just use the spreadsheet for the website or to actually make a real website. I have not decided yet. I know a website will definitely be a little more to upkeep, but definitely, I don't know if say more organized, but definitely way more professional. So, I don't know yet. I'm definitely very familiar with Spreadsheet. I use that a lot, a lot more than you would probably expect a random high school, college student to use. But I will be simulating a lot because I can't show every single game because I just can't do that. We would never get through a season. I plan on streaming probably honestly every other day because first of all, I mean, you can't, there'll be some days where I can't watch it on that day. Okay, well, you have this day to watch it now. And if you can make it and you choose not to, I mean, that's your choice. I can't make you watch a stream, but for the guys that, if I said, okay, we'll do it this day every week, they're like, I can't do it that day. So it gives you guys more options. Now, definitely there's a thing when you do it so constantly that people are like, oh my gosh, this again, they get bored and tired of it and they don't watch. So that's definitely something I actually encountered in the past. I tried to overschedule stuff, that way more people would have different, be more flexible because they'd have more time to choose, but in all reality, they're just decided that it was too much and that they didn't want to do it. So I don't know exactly if that's exactly what I'm going to do, but that's what I'm planning on doing. Definitely, things can change, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Also, it really depends on what feedback I get, because if you guys say, no, don't do that, then I definitely won't do that. But I feel like that might be best to be most flexible. And also, another reason is we get more teams exposure by doing that. If I show once a week, you guys are clearly going to want to see the best teams. Now, if I did it every other day, it would definitely get more teams exposure, definitely more players exposure. So I think that might also be better because, like I said, if I just do once a week, there's limited options that I can do. You only get to see maybe a team one time all year. If I did it every other day, you might get to see them 5 or 6 times all year. Or that might be too much, but that's what I'm trying to get at. But I will definitely simulate and show stats. And if you guys want to ask, DM me, hey, how's my player doing? I will look him up and I will tell you how he is doing. But you should be able to see the stats because I mean, yeah, I'll have to figure that out. But I will be simulating and I will try to show stats as much as possible because I know that's what you guys care about is your players and how everyone's doing. So I will definitely try my best to stay on top of that. Next question, will there be surprise players who have crazy potential? Maybe. That's all I gotta say to that one. Maybe. What are your expectations for this 2KU season? Honestly, I expect things to go slow. I don't expect things to blow up. I expect everything that's going to come of this to come very gradually because this is definitely I'm not going to say a super creative idea, but it's definitely something that I don't know if it's been done before. I know the Coves League on Instagram definitely it's a sim league, so people actually, get to control. Well, here this is completely 100% CPU controlled. Team-wise, player-wise, all of it is CPU controlled. And I know, in game it's all CPU controlled, but this is all completely CPU. We just get to watch, see what happens. Excuse me. So my expectations are to grow slowly, gradually. Hopefully, over time, things will go well. Hopefully, we can hit some milestones quicker than I was expecting, but to be honest, I'm expecting it to go very, very slow. And I think, after time, after a while, maybe things might pick up, maybe things won't. I just need to stay true to my craft and just keep going. That's all I can really do, honestly, is just to keep pushing, keep giving content, and just trying to give you guys the best experience I can possibly give you. This will definitely be a new experience for me, but I definitely feel like I am up to the challenge. I definitely believe that I will do I'm not going to say a great job. I think there's definitely dudes that have more creativity than me, but I think I will do a good job in providing you guys the information that you need and be I will definitely be open to criticism, and I just want feedback from you guys, honestly, because I want you guys to enjoy this. Because if you guys enjoy this, I will definitely enjoy this. So keep that in mind as well. If you have any suggestions or ideas, don't be afraid to say it. I mean, I really want to hear what you guys have to say and what you think will help the league or the whole universe, the 2KU. But I expect things to definitely, like I said, go slow. And I think things might, after a while, go smooth. It might take a season, but I think things we'll get a routine going on, and we'll just build from there. All right, last question you guys have that you guys asked on Instagram. Do our creative players turn into superstars eventually? No, not all of them will turn into superstars eventually. If I did that, it would not be a balanced league. I mean, it would be too balanced of a league. And when that happens, everybody's good. And when everybody's good, people don't stand out. And when people don't stand out, it's boring. You need superstars. You need dudes that stand out. You need LeBron Jameses. You need Kevin Durant's. You need Tom Brady's. You need Aaron Rodgers. You need Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott's. You need a Bryce Harper. You need a Mike Trout. You need a Justin Verlander. You need an Alex Ovechkin. You need a Sidney Crosby. You need a Messi or Ronaldo. Like, that's what makes those things exciting, is to watch the best of the best play. That's the same thing here. There's no different. If everybody's good, it's going to be boring. We need dudes that are better and can definitely compete above the rest. So, no, not all creative players are going to turn into superstars or stars or even starters. We got to keep the top. We got to keep the rich and the poor. I'm just kidding, but definitely got to keep the rich richer. But also, on a side note, yes, some players will turn into superstars, but not everyone will. I just want to point that out there. Not everybody can be a star. Only some people. And I will definitely have a little hand in that, but at the same time, I can't say I will have a complete hand in that because it is 2K. It is his own game. It is his own mind. It makes his own decisions. Definitely I can alter decisions. Keep that in mind as well. But I definitely believe that I'm going to let things come naturally. And if something comes naturally that definitely shouldn't come naturally, like something just way out of whack that just messes up everything, I will definitely correct it. I want to keep things fresh, interesting, but I also want to keep things good. I want this to work well and good. But mostly, I don't want it to work good, I want it to work well. I want it to work smooth. I want things to make sense. I want this to be an NBA experience, except we get to actually know these players and get to control them. That's the thing about the NBA. We're personally, and I think everyone watching this, maybe if you have a relative or something, the NBA as a whole, we are not connected to that. We can be connected to this. I think that's why I think this will go well for the people that, watch it and know what's going on. I think that's why they'll have fun, because you get to create the superstars. You get to watch the superstars. Like, you get to know the superstars. Well, in the NBA, of course, they have their own prerogatives, and this, we can make up their agendas. It's just, I think that's definitely what's so intriguing about this. So I had to cut the video short, but I just want to say thank you for watching, and yeah, thank you.